happy to answer them. So,
Good evening. On Vanderwoody 8 Line Road, I've already reached out to the board earlier today regarding the budget, and I would just like to reiterate at this meeting today, since we're discussing the budget, my objection to the recommendation for the position of a supervisor of special services. And at this time, what I'd like to do is just read from the letter that I sent earlier today as a prepared statement. It has come to my attention that the board has posted a job opening for a supervisor of special services to serve under the director of special services. I have strong objections to this position and would welcome the opportunity to speak with you in this regard. Please find below some of my concerns. Special education services the most developmentally and intellectually fragile and vulnerable children in our community. Yet the quality of services offered in Holmdel to the student population has not embraced the spirit of innovation and educational excellence that is expected in the general education population. The past 2 years have seen improvements in the quality of special education at Sanson High School. These recent improvements were not innovative, but basic components of a free and appropriate education that were desperately needed for many, many years. These improvements can be attributed to strong parent advocacy and the new leadership and oversight provided by Dr. McGarry, Dr. Seeley, Mr. Goldberg, who was the interim curriculum and instruction director prior to Dr. Seeley, as well as the extensive support provided by Marilyn Bellis and Alicia Killeen. I am truly grateful for their efforts, particularly the placement of special education under CNI under Dr. Seeley's supervision. The Department of Special Services receives one of the highest percentages of district monies, federal, state, local, and Special Olympics, and yet is barely supervised by the board in terms of the best use of the allocation of these funds. The Director of Special Services is one of the highest salaries in the district, more than some building principals in our district, but charged with the oversight of far fewer students, roughly 400. The Director is assisted by 2 secretaries, and the day-to-day operations regarding the administration of student services is overseen by case managers, estimated at 9 individuals assigned throughout the district. For over 8 years, Holmdel's current director has been duly employed as Holmdel's full-time Director of Special Services and as the part-time Supervisor of Special Education for the Beverly City in Burlington County. Although Beverly City has benefited from Holmdel's investment in its employee, at no point has our district attempted to reach a shared services agreement with Beverly City to offset the cost borne solely by the Holmdel taxpayers for benefits, professional development, etc. Based on the information obtained by the New Jersey Department of Education, the position currently is full-time Holmdel, receiving a salary, this is last year's school district numbers, $145,708, and in Beverly, $35,466 salary. If our current Director of Special Services is capable of working at 2 different school districts in the demanding position of caring for the most developmentally and intellectually fragile and vulnerable students of 2 different communities, then the Holmdel taxpayers should not be paying for an additional administrative position in this department. There is, however, much investment needed at the front lines of special education in Holmdel, in particular in the improvement of curricular offerings at Sanson High School for students of intellectual and developmental disabilities, the improvement of transition and life skill services at Sanson High School, the development of an LLD social studies curriculum at SATS, a reduction in the student case manager ratio, particularly at Village School and Indian Hill, and the improvement of special education-related technology district-wide. Over the past few years, this board has initiated reviews in areas of significance to the overall health of the district with a focus on the general education student population, including math curricula, science curricula, language arts curricula, athletics curricula, fine arts curricula, the Holmdel High School SAT spell schedule, the district website, transportation, buildings and grounds, and school spirit. It is time that the board recognize special education as an area of significance to the overall health of the district. In consideration of all of the above, I'm respectfully requesting that the board table consideration of the hiring of a supervisor of special services and initiate a review of the special services department as part of the district goals for the upcoming school year in order to determine department-wide and district-wide 3 factors: the best allocation of district monies, federal, state, local, Special Olympics designated for special education. Where improvements, personnel, curricular, etc. are needed. And 3, how the spirit of innovation and educational excellence that is expected in the general education population can become a reality for Holmdel students with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Since the mailing of this letter earlier today, I have received, I think most of you can be surprised that I've received a lot of phone calls and email correspondence in this regard. I really hope that in planning for this budget and planning for special education in the future, the board seriously takes into consideration my concerns. I appreciate the fact that certain factors are being addressed regarding life skills, but there's a lot more that we can be doing. And most importantly, for me, the focus is the allocation of the monies that are made to this department for the betterment of the children of our community, especially those who are most fragile intellectually and developmentally. Thank you.
Thank you so much.